Hello again, everyone. It is your Black Knight. And no, I'm not trying to get on Broughy's turf here, not even a little bit. But you know how hard it is to find a racetrack that will run vans, and I really want to make a comparison here because watching Broughy's channel, I discovered that you can, in fact, upgrade the Speedo that you can now buy, or at least you could buy it when it was in Simeon's garage. I thought I have an opportunity here before I upgrade it. You can only upgrade them in the MOC or the Avenger. I thought, well, I can compare the performance between, non-upgraded and upgraded. And I want to do it on Sonora Freeway because that's a track I'm really familiar with, and you can't do vans on Sonora Freeway. There's some weird restriction. You have to have an extra large grid. And Broughy, of course, built this course so that you can test anything. All right, I got to steal his course here a little bit. And this will be interesting because you'll see exactly how far off I am from his skill level. Because, I think with this van, his spreadsheet's like a 126, which is not very fast. Not anywhere close to, say, the Gang Burrito or the Rumpo Custom. I had some wonder, will this be at least as quick as a Speedo Custom, which I think you had to do some tricks to do that. I don't think that's a raceable vehicle. It may be. We could try. Would an upgraded Speedo, where does that fall in the range of how fast it is? I thought before I upgrade it, because I don't know that I can get another one, I guess I could just run the stock. Right, just pick one out of the stock list. But this is mine, so before we do all kinds of stuff to it, let's take some data. Wow. Now let's see if maybe carrying some speed through here without that slow initial acceleration, we can get a better lap than that. This would be Broughy absolutely kicking my tail if we were both in Speedos, because that was nowhere near a 126. Hopefully I do something a little bit better than this. Of course, he takes it around a lot more than I am. I'm only doing the 3 laps, and then we're gonna call it good for now while we go and modify this baby. Not sure when this video is going to come out, because it is going to, just so it's not wildly boring, we'll be driving all the way back up to modify this and stuff like that. We're going to have to do a little bit of editing, just a little bit of, but not with the racing. You'll get to see all the racing. I got this because you couldn't have it before, so it was literally one of those gonna be a garage decoration kind of thing. But if we can make it a good-looking garage decoration and lose some of this eCola red, what happened with that? By now you're all aware that Sprunk lost, even though it had twice as many people in the crew. The Sprunk crew versus the eCola crew, twice as many people, and yet somehow the Sprunksters lost. And this is probably not going to be my best lap. Maybe it will be. Who knows? Not the fast driver. But, how did that happen? For people, I was hitting 30 Sprunks a day, folks. There's someone just sitting there for an hour and a half just drinking soda all day, 8 hours a day, just drinking soda, just trying to make sure that the eCola wins. Was there a modder who came up with a script, some kind of script key thing where it just keeps cycling through, and just 24 hours a day drinking the eCola? That's how I'm imagining this went. Unless everybody just kind of joined the Sprunk crew and then went on vacation. Something like that, I guess. But it was for 3 weeks. You would think that the soda consumption is gonna be roughly the same across, the same number of people here. That's how I'd imagine it would go. And then when they said, oh, well, you know, eCola's pulled ahead, everyone was kind of like, well, let's start drinking more Sprunk. I don't know. Made precious little sense to me. I mean, all it would take would be a modder or somebody to, or a script key to come up with a way of, you know, automating their thing. I took the totally wrong turn on that. I was thinking about eCola. All it would take is somebody to come up with a way of adding a couple 100,000 more votes to the thing, and you just upset the apple cart. You know, we probably don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So let's just focus on the van for right now. I'm going to paint it Sprunk green. That's my plan. And I'm not sure I'll keep it that way. This could be because this is just good. I wonder if they keep it liveries. Look, there ain't even a van there. Okay, we're going to return to this after. Okay, best lap was a 1:38, so I was 12 seconds slower than Broughy. So just so you know, that's where we're at there. So, wow. Yeah, wow. Of course, he's done thousands upon thousands of laps on that. I really shouldn't expect myself to be anywhere close. But now, we're down here, and we got to get our way up there, and this is going to take a little while on this. There was a wheelie challenge. Yeah, where's my thing? The thinger. Let's do the time warp again. No, I'm not. I can't pick up a prostitute on a moped. I grant you that. What if the ruling elite decided that Sprunk must lose? And by that I mean, what if they never finished the Sprunk items? They only got the eCola ones, and so they said, all right, we have to call eCola the winner, and that would be the ruling elites. Oh. Had to call in the Avenger because my MOC, I switched it over for another parking space, put the Stromberg in there. So, let's see. Beep. And can we do things? Is it true? Yep, there we go. So, armor upgrade, brakes upgrade, engine upgrade, horn. Why not? Lights, headlights. Yeah, color, crew color. Plate, I'm not worried about that right now. Respray. Is there a livery? No, there's not. So it's just color. Primary color. I'm not going to do a crew like a chrome crew kind of thing. We're just going to make this puppy Sprunky. Sorry, I failed to apply a crew emblem, but why is it locked? Respray, primary color, crew. Crew emblem? No. That's really disappointing. I don't know why that is. Competition, yeah, well, look at it. So slammed. Transmission. Turbo. Wheels. Now, this is probably the only real personalization we're going to be able to get out of this. Wheel type. Lowrider stock rims. Flare. There's so many different ways to go here. And it's hard to see. Fresh mesh. Fresh mesh would be something like freshness. There we go. So we're going to do that. No, we're not. We're not going to do that. We are going to back out wheel color. Where's white? Frost white. There we go. Ice white would be better, but we only have this. And then tires, tire design, absolutely. Tire enhancements, absolutely. Tire smoke. Can I get crew smoke yet? Nope. Let it go. Light smoke on the windows. Exit the Avenger. Hello? I was going to say, what has happened here? Alright, it's been properly sprunked up. Because I am still loyal to Sprunk and to Sonny Evans, even though the community may not know what soft drink is good for it. Now let's see how this does around the track. We're going to compare it to my 138, not Broughy's 126, which is much faster. So here we are. Justice for Vans, justice for Sprunk. Just us is really... Jish. Let's go. 2. Did not get the boosty doosty. Okay. First lap is a mulligan anyway, so... It feels quicker, but that could be all in my mind. There's no spoiler upgrade. So really, the only advantage you're getting is engine power. And, you know, the turbo and all that, which should be an advantage, but if it could have a spoiler, that's what's going to keep it, you know, and overall a lot of things are going to keep it from being super competitive. I'll watch Broughy will do this in like a month and he'll be like, oh yeah, it's absolutely the fastest one. He can hustle this thing around a course so much faster than I can. If you're watching my videos, you probably know I've mentioned Broughy more than once. Broughy1322, look him up. Like, subscribe, follow him on Twitch. Wow. Totally couldn't make that turn at that speed. Like, the brakes are just like, yeah, you'll stop eventually. Like I said, first lap's a mulligan anyway. Let's focus. Let's not focus on the conspiracy theory that somehow the voting was rigged for eCola. eCola. Maybe the cough drop company that sounds like eCola. I won't mention them because we don't want to draw their ire. Maybe there were bribes involved. Because people who drink eCola use their cough drops. That could be it. No, I'm gonna say it. Ricola. That's totally kidding. It makes no sense whatsoever. I don't even know if they are even aware this game exists. Even like, you know, subliminal product placement. That's just not a thing. It's a highly technical course, this one. Especially when you're going Sprunk green. It's all sprunkety. If Broughy, by some miracle, ever watches this, he'll be like, he doesn't know any of the lines! How many times has he watched me do this? Yes. No, I don't know any of the lines. I'm not. That's why I'm comparing me to me here. You know, it's like 138. That was the what the other one could do under my driving and lack of understanding. and with my driving just as bad. What can we do with this? How would it affect me? How will upgrading this van improve it for me? That's what we're really looking at here. I'm just sharing the information. You know, I would not have used Broughy's course because obviously this is his. But I honestly don't know of another van course, you know? Okay, I finished first, believe it or not. Well, the overall time is definitely smaller from what I remember. Let's take a look at what the best lap is. A 132, so that's a 6-second improvement. That's interesting. Would be a 6-second improvement for Broughy, which would drop this to a 120. Okay, I'm going to try something. Okay, this is first things first. We have to try that. Which one works out better in this case? I didn't even know this was a possibility. How does this compare? Is it roughly the same? That would be interesting. Did they give the Speedo Custom, which is of course heavily armored and has a gun and is used for all kinds of missions, did they give that a bit bigger motor? A little better handling? So I'm going to do this, and then the last thing I'm going to do is... will it be the last thing I do, or will we do one more thing? Okay, we're gonna try the gang burrito and see how my gang burrito's driving skills. Because I don't think I have a Rumpo Custom. Come on. There is a chance that over time I'll get better at this, but probably not much. Not much over the time period that you're watching now. And I'm not taking over, you know, testing for Broughy or even trying to compete with that. I wanted to know myself what the difference was going to be. I thought, well, hey, if I'm, you know, anything I do that is like maybe even a halfway of interest I put up, so what the hell? And all I'm doing is plugging Broughy through the whole thing. If you want to know how cars perform, I just don't know if he's going to redo the Speedo with upgrades. That's the trick, too. His 126 is without upgrades. I mean, that's just blazingly fast. I couldn't do that with upgrades. I don't think he found a way to glitch it out that way. You know, once he found some way to upgrade it and then test it. And this is probably in the spreadsheet. I don't know what the baseline is for this, but we're just going to compare it to our own baseline here. I think it's faster. Only a little bit, but we'll see. Let's see how much faster it is if we got, you know, a rolling start. I don't hit things. Okay, mulligan. We need a mulligan on this one. It's going to be lap 3 that's going to count. We just need a mulligan. Does that sound extra loud to you? Like boom. Just in my headphones. Maybe watching this catastrophe of me trying to get around this circuit will inspire him to do this testing. I don't know. Just test that van. We're not getting any drift-free cars. I'm guessing that there's something involved with the whole Sprunk eCola thing. 135. I don't know if this might not be a very good comparison because I did flub that up. What was our best? $129, so it's slightly faster. Or I did slightly better. Or maybe it's the same and I was just that much off. Because I'm not a reliable tester. I'm just trying to experiment for myself. So given the choice between the two, you'd pick the custom anyway. The upgrades did help though. I was wondering if it would just be like you spend money but the thing is broken and it doesn't really change anything. Dun 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 dun. That's how I remember the A-Team van. You want conspiracy theories? There you go. What's up with that? I do not remember that as being silver on top. Nope, sorry. Now I can blame this on perhaps, you know, televisions back in the 80s not having the greatest tonal range.
Telling you, Hannibal, that guy was reading our license plate.
Well, put a hat on it, huh? BA, check your mirror. Looks like someone's knocking on the back door.
So you can't really tell, you know, from... This looks like there's more sunlight on the top and your brain interprets it as black on black. And all the toys were black on black because that was cheaper, apparently. And so there's reason for me to think of this way. But I remember seeing somebody took a Chevy Astro locally and painted it like an A-Team van, and it wasn't a bad deal, but they painted the top silver. I thought, did they ever see the show? That was way before I found out about the Mandela effect. So I mean, you know, this feels quicker in like just about every fashion. Definitely feels better. It has a spoiler, so I pity the fool who tries to race it. Unless they're in a gang burrito. And the gang burrito can be tricky. It's not, hasn't got the top speed going for it that this does, but it has more handling unless you flip it over. So, given the choice, why would I not take dun 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 bum bum. I don't remember the last time I took this out for our drive. Da 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 dun da da da. Da 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 da. Boo boo doo 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 doo. Da 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 down 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 down. Down 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 down. Gotta do the whole song, don't I? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Bum bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bum da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da. Dun. There he goes. I almost made the wrong turn again because I was too busy humming the A-Team theme. Have you ever watched the A-Team? Do you know what I'm even talking about? 1,000 rounds of ammunition fired at least every show. No one ever gets hit. But the tires, oh my goodness, those tires. They took a beating. And you got people who could flip a car 17 times through the air, crash on their head, just crushes the car. Everyone just climbs out fine. A little rattled, a little confused. But not like they're concussed or something. They're just, just like rattled, It's, the only time they get concussed is when BA would punch him in the mouth. His mouths got punched.
In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
And here we go. I think this is going to be pretty definitive. I think it's going to be pretty definitive that I can't get the most out of this van, but do we beat a 129? Oh, it's the same lap, so I'm just not hustling that around there properly. Like, I'm fairly certain the gang burrito is a good bit faster than that. I made some mistakes. I am going to do one more thing. Yeah, don't go. I believe comparing stuff. Well, hold on here. I'll tell you in a sec. Yeah, just check the spreadsheet. The gang burrito beat the Speedo Custom. That's the one with the gun. By a good 2 seconds. So it's just me not being able to wring the best out of that van. However, if that means that if this van is now almost up to or is close to within a couple seconds of Speedo custom status, and maybe it's just my driving. I mean, I don't think it could take a gang burrito or a Rumpo custom, but it's not terrible. It's definitely not terrible. And there's really only one more question to ask. Well, obviously there's the can't stop the train. And it can. Well, that's not the train, that's the tram. The tram driver actually cares. But that wasn't the question I was looking for anyway. The question is, can it go up Chiliad? We're gonna find out. Place your bets. What do you think? The Chiliad Hot Lab route. More Broughy stuff that this is just a chunk of G-Fred that I've stolen from Broughy. I am such a Broughy thief. Alright, that's better than I usually do. I think I at least got the route right on that. Not sure what the off-road traction loss is in this. We could look that up too. If you go to Broughy.com, he does have spreadsheets on all this stuff. I'm simping for Broughy, but really I'm just talking about what I'm thinking about. True story on that. There's certain times when you're just talking about stuff in a frame of reference with the community with which you hang out. You know, these are. If there's somebody who watches Broughy on Twitch and they see me commenting on that and they say, well, let me check out Black Knight's channel, this will be relevant to them, you know? It's relevant to me. I'm not real encouraged here. Let's see. Oh, this ain't good. It's always when I look to the side that things start to go haywire. Okay, we're gonna say no. It cannot do the hot lap route. It can't even bail out properly. Okay, so we still try to get it up, of course. We're not going to try and quit out here. Now, the best way up that hill . It's a little dicey, but hey, we are gonna give it our dangdest. In the name of Sprunk, yeah. Just push this up the hill. Sonny Evans wouldn't give up. Not with a Not with a dozen jets trying to shoot him down. It should be able to do this. Momentum, that's what's required. You can't lose your mo. Once you got it up, keep it up. That's some wisdom I was told in college. About GPA, of course. I never quite did that, did I? No. Wrong way! You went the wrong way. Okay, we need to come back it down to no, no, no. Yeah, choose your paths wisely, and still never give up. We are on the right mountain, right? That would be hilarious if we were like on the wrong mountain. Oh dear, backwards. We'll go up the mountain backwards. Oh, all right, there we go. That was enough of a road. Anything bounces me the wrong way here, it's going to be bad. Why am I doing this? Justice for Vans. Justice for Sprunk. And because I was curious, and I thought, well, I'm going to do this anyway, I may as well share it with you. So hopefully, this wasn't either A, stupid, or B, boring as hell, or C, completely irrelevant because I don't know how to drive properly. These things look a little rough. Fairly certain there's a better way to do all of it. Better paths up the mountain. Better ways down the mountain. I'm just here doing my best. Chippy 2. Still never really sure where the best place is to turn. It ain't there. None of that was good. This ain't good either. Oh yeah, I know it's the wrong way. Whee! It's the train! No, I wasn't going to test the stopping the train thing. Here, we've got a race to finish. That was like buckets of ow. all things considered, though, it's not the worst for wear. I'm still wondering, can you even just buy this thing now, or do you have to wait for it to show up in Simeon's? Can you grab them off the street? I don't know. You should be able to. If you can find them. But you can't put a Sprunk logo on them. I guess the question is, where would you put it? I mean, there's just, you know. Silly. It's just silly. Yeah, well, let's take this around the bend and finish the approach up to the observatory, and then, you know, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Yeet! Alright, that was nice. Sometimes you gotta do a barrel roll. That's all I said while I was doing the barrel roll. But, you know, I didn't actually say that. But, you know, that's what I was thinking. Actually, I was just thinking, oh, look, a barrel roll. But, you know. Your beautiful, beautiful what? You say my beautiful van? And he's in what? The whatchamacallit, that pickup truck that they call a van. That's interesting. Is it a Buffalo? No, the Buffalo is the car. What the heck is it? It's a Bison. There you go. I'm mixing up my dromedaries. Oh well. You're gonna have this. That's it, we're going for the jump. We did not make it. We're gonna drive up anyway. If you do that in a G-Fred, someone's gonna hit you. But this isn't a full G-Fred, we're not... It's taking almost as long as a full G-Fred, but you know, it's another 8 minutes or so. You're in G-Fred, full G-Fred territory. That's how fast they do those. I would be DNFing this one in this vehicle, so I'm gonna have to recommend you don't take a Speedo in your G-Fred pursuits. But we finished it. I think we finished. Don't you think? I think we've said enough about Sprunk. We've said enough about fans. There's no justice. Or either. It is a good looking van. I like that. With the white walls and the turbo Sprunk green. That'll be part of my memory of the time of Sprunks and Colas. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bed. This is your Black Knight. Have a great night. Where's my lights? I put Sprunk lights on this. I did, didn't I? I'm positive. Oh well. Glitch?